Good morning to everyone and once again welcome to economics class. In this class we are going to see the upcoming topic and the concept for the chapter number 2, people as resource. So peoples are called as a resource, why they are called as a resource and in which way we are placing the investment in that to make them a valuable resource we are going to see. So let's move. Today we are going to see the chapter number 2, people as resource, topic number 3, 2 cases studies and economic activities by man and woman. So first we are going to see about the 2 cases which we studied in the previous presentation about the story of Vilas and story of Sakal. We are going to bifurcate and having the differentiation point what the 2 stories and how the investment in the human capital was lacking behind at one area and in advance to the other one. Again, picture number 2.2, story of Vilas and Sakal. This picture I have placed once again for you. By seeing the photograph, you can understand about how the two friends out of them, one has become successful person and another still standing and overtaking the traditional business but from their generation by generation and being at the same level, and how the human capital investment in this particular story as enhancing is the capital plus earning and so on. Do you notice any difference between the two friends? What are those? So by seeing the story, by seeing the photograph, do you notice any difference between the two friends? What are those? So first about that, we have seen the comparison between the two families of the two children. After that, the two friends, how they were getting the opportunities to move ahead in their life, and one is not getting the opportunities because of the family problems. In the 2 case studies, we saw Sakal went to the school and Vilas did not go. So here the first point we are seeing here, education. How the education is enhancing the human capital formation, how the human resource is going to be enhanced by the education. So school and Vilas did not go. Second, Sakal was physically strong and healthy, but Vilas, he was not. He was suffering from one disease. There was no need for him to visit the doctor frequently. Who was not having the need? So Sakal was not having the need because he was having no illness. Vilas was the patient of arthritis. He lacked the means of visit to the doctor. Sakal required a degree in the computer programming. Sakal has gained the degree in computer programming, but the Vilas was at the same level, same stage because of lack of the education and higher study and the training program not given to him. Sakal found a job in the private firm. On what background Sakal found the private job in a private company? By the computer programming, by getting a degree in computer programming. Then, while Vilas continued the old and the traditional business of his family, generation by generation, that's the same one, by selling the fish and honey. So here is the point is going to be explained in this paragraph is simple, that one person due to his family and plus physical health not getting the opportunity to move ahead, and Vilas is in disadvantaged situation. Plus Sakal is in advantage situation by getting the degree in the computer programming, getting the opportunity to have a more education facility, and by having a good health, he was able to get the job in a private firm. Next, in the case of Sakal, several years of education added to the quality of labor. This enhanced the total productivity. the total productivity added to the growth of the economy. How the economy is going to be strengthened by having the one individual effort. Next, this in turn pays an individual through the salary or in the sum of other form of his choice. In case of Vilas, there would not be any education or health care in the early part of his life. If education and health facility properly was given to Vilas, so Vilas, whatever the situation now Vilas is having, he will be the different one. So he spends his life selling fish like his mother. Henceforth, he draw only that amount of the earning. So he is going to be unskilled labor as his mother. No training, nothing is there. Lack of education, lack of health facility, and he was at the same level where his mother was standing. Investment in human capital resource via education and medical care can give high rate of returns in future. So the investment in human resource is very important in the form of education and medical. This investment on people is the same as the investment in the land and the capital. A child too with investment made on her education and health can give the high result in the future in the form of high earning and great contribution to the society. I request you all, please read this carefully. Then I am going to ask you one question. Please read it. Next, by reading this, you are understanding the two words, education and medical care. Your parents sent you to the school to have enhancement in your education. Plus, here the food and the medical care is given to you so that you are mentally and physically strong. Your all-round development should be possible in the school, right? So, like that, by getting all the investment in your human capital formation, you will become an armed force officer, right? So after that, your investment will be in the form of education and medical is going to boost to the country as well as to your wealth. Next, a child with a true investment made on her education and health. Your parents are supporting you. Day and night they are doing very hard work. After that they are sending you to the school. So your job is that you have to study very properly and the education and health is going to enhance to you and going to make you to be a very, very useful resource or an asset for the country. Moving further. Education. What gives? So educated parents are found to invest more heavily on the education of their child. Point number one, the parent, if they are educated, so they are investing more and more amount of money for the education of their children and for their higher study. Whatever they want to become, they are strongly supporting to them. So your job to study very well. This is because they have realized the importance of education for themselves. Because they are educated, so they know the importance of education, how education can strengthen them and to become a successful person in their life. They are also conscious for the proper nutrition and the hygiene. As all the parents, whenever they are coming here, they are bringing the nutritive foods, dry foods and other things to maintain your health to be at a good level. They accordingly look after their children's need for education at school and good health. A virtuous cycle is this created in this case. In contrast, a cycle of being created by disadvantaged parents who themselves uneducated and lacking in hygiene and keeping so on. So here nothing to speak and nothing to have a more explanation. It's the will of the parents. Some parents, they are uneducated but they are doing very hard work, so they are thinking about if I am not educated, I I will make my children to be educated and more successful. Whatever the job I am doing, so I will not allow my children to do that the same job, and I will make them to a successful person by having the investment in education and in the healthcare facility, and they are working very hard. So children or cadets, please request from my side, study properly. Number of the parents are calling me and they are requesting me, sir, my child is not studying at the home. So I request you, you are getting the opportunity to having the study in this wonderful school. Don't miss it. Please study properly. Next, countries like Japan have invested in human resource. They did not have any natural resource. These countries are developed, rich. They import the natural resources needed in their country. They made their human resource such a strong. So they are developed, they are rich. So they can buy all the natural resource from the other countries. Then, how did they become rich, developed? They have investment on the people, especially in the field of education and health. That's why they are able to purchase the natural resources which they don't have. These people have made efficient use of other resources like land and capital, efficiency on their technology and all, but people have made those countries rich and developed. Their people living in that particular country made the country rich and developed by creating themselves a very valuable resource, a good asset to make the economy higher, strong, wealthier. Next, we are going to see about the economic activities and non-economic activities. Please read it. What are economic activities and what are non-economic activities? Economic activities refer to those activities of human which are undertaken for the monetary gain or to satisfy his or her want. The activities of the workers, farmers, shopkeeper, manufacturer, doctors, lawyer, taxi driver, etc. fall under this category. Non-activities which are not related to the monetary one, they are such one as that undertaken for any purpose. They are just like puja, hajj or housekeeping, helping to the poor or the disabled, etc. So we are going to talk and discuss more about what are economic activities and non-economic activities by the men and women. We are going to understand in the upcoming presentation. So till then I am going to speak only the one word. Your mother is cooking food at your home. That is comes under non-economic activity because your mother is not charging to you for the food. She is preparing with the love and care for the whole family. But if she is going to do that same work outside, she is going to be highly paid for by doing that particular work. So that will be called as the economic activity. But whatever she is doing the work with the love and affection and care to you at the home, that's a non-economic activity. So lastly, I am stopping here only. Please read the chapter. If you feel any doubt and difficulty, lots of the students are asking different doubts. I am so happy. I am not getting that much of time to explain more detail about that. Plus, you can make the use of resource of internet and so many interesting particular sites are there where you can type the question and get your answer also. Plus, you should study this point, whatever we discuss here. Till then, be safe and secure. Thank you to one and all. Jai Hind.